morning, guys. Oh, do I want to get a coffee? Yeah, I do. One sec. That is better. I have my little cappuccino and we're all ready to go. Nico's just had a bath today. He's so fluffy. He's like a big white cloud. Aren't you? You're so soft today. So soft and clean. Look at him. Anyway, oh my God, he nearly literally took my cappuccino out. Okay, I feel like I haven't done, now I can see something. I feel like I haven't done one of these vlogs for a while where I'm just sitting. I know you're gonna think that I probably have because the last few vlogs I feel like I'm wearing the same thing for a start, but that's because I literally live in the gym now. Who am I? Who is this person? And yeah, and I feel like I haven't sat down and just been able to kind of like talk to you without being on the go. I feel like the last, God knows how many vlogs, which kind of just goes to show what my life has been like lately. So at the end of the day, vlogs are meant to really show you what my life is like. And you may have noticed over the last few vlogs that, you know, I was always either in the car, I didn't sit down with my coffee. I haven't like had a chance to sit and really kind of talk. Yeah, it's literally just because it's been so nonstop. And today I kind of thought to myself, like I recently I haven't been thinking to myself that I want to plan my vlogs or anything, like not that I did at the beginning. I've been very transparent with you guys, but I decided like I kind of felt like I was just taking you with me everywhere, which is great because you can see what I get up to, but at the same time I didn't have a chance to really kind of, and I know this may sound silly, but connect with you, even though I don't see you guys on the other end of the screen or anything, on the other end of the camera, but I know you're watching, you know, that you're going to be watching, and I haven't had, I just wanted to really kind of strip it down for you today, you know, and I think I needed that too. It's been hectic, to say the least. I feel so much better from the gym. So let me start on that, because I don't want this whole vlog channel to become some fitness thing, because that's just not what I want it to be. I just want it to be life in general. That has become a big part of my life at the moment, and I'm hoping that it stays that way. But we basically met Luke through a friend. Actually, he trains Saeed, Haneen's husband, and he recommended Luke to us, and we thought, let's meet him for a coffee or something and see what he's like. Because obviously it's really important that you do connect with your PT, right? Like, you've got to like each other, otherwise you're just going to hate going to the gym each time. You know, we really liked him. He's just super, like, he's such a sound guy. He's just really nice. That noise in the background is Nico with his toy Kong, whatever he's doing. We really liked him. So we explained to him, you know, like what our diets are like that we're either eating clean and probably not eating enough calories, or we're just eating whatever. And that's usually when there's someone here or we're traveling. And there's been a lot of that lately, a lot of traveling and having guests over, as you've seen from previous vlogs. And when people come over to our home, which is here in Dubai, they don't stay with us because we don't have spare bedroom. Like, you know, we just have, you know, a lot of our other stuff going on here. We don't have, you know, like, we can't, like, to be honest, it's just, personally, I just think it's ridiculous having a spare bedroom. It's just literally no use unless someone stays here. So it's a waste of space, in my opinion. When people are over in Dubai, and if they're people who are close, like, you know, like siblings and things, like, you end up, it's a holiday for you too, even though you live here. And that's kind of like, I would say probably, I wouldn't say the downside of living in Dubai, in a place like Dubai, but it can take its toll on you. You know, like, it's not even just living in Dubai, it's the fact that we have our own business. So we don't work a 9 to 5 in an office for someone. So I think a lot of the time, you know, you can kind of like be a bit more flexible with your working hours and what you're doing. And if you know someone's coming ahead of time, then we usually kind of schedule a lot in beforehand so that we can keep it free while they're here, or as free as we can do. I kind of did that when my sister Ravina and her husband Rish came, and her husband is actually my husband's cousin. That's, you know, it was unexpected, but that, you know, these guys, we're literally like, if me and Bobby were not together, you two would not be together, like literally, because it's so weird when we look back at like things like wedding pictures and we're like, They did not know at that point that they were going to be married at some point. It's so bizarre, and I'm sure they feel it too, you know? I really love it because you've got Bobby's cousin, so he's got his family, and then there's my sister, so that's my family. So it's really cool. It's worked out really well. We knew that they were going to come ahead of time, and so we kind of like did a whole load of work because we knew we were going to be spending a lot of time with them. And then my other sister came, but I didn't have as much notice for her coming, so she told me when I was back in London, and that was like literally a week before Ravina and Rish coming. So I didn't have time to pre-schedule, so I kind of like whatever work, I did a bit of work while she was here, but then I pushed it a little bit to the point where then as soon as she left, I literally had to start filming immediately because I had no footage to go out for my beauty channel, and it's been non-stop since she's left, you know? So it's not even been a case of, oh, now everyone's gone and no one's planning on coming for a while, like, you know, you've got a bit of time to yourself. It hasn't been the case because I've been trying to catch up from what I didn't do while my other sister Anita was here. So it's been really hectic, and I feel like we're just about getting there where we're going to be on top of things. And then I'm flying out to Greece in a couple of weeks to go and spend a few days with both my sisters. It's a girls' trip for my sisters for Ravina's birthday, so that'll be nice. And yeah, it's just been really hectic. So that's how you've been seeing the last few vlogs, like really kind of like I'm just trying to vlog while I'm in the car, like I'm always out and about doing something. And this is the first time, like, that's washing machine. I'll tell you that in a bit. I'm just really bad with, you know, like if I say I'll do it in a bit, then I forget. So if I don't get up right now and do it, I'll probably forget. But no, I've said it so much now that I think I'll remember. So I want to continue with this. And yeah, so it's been hectic, and I feel like it's a Sunday today, and yesterday took the day off. So what I did, I think I did something in the morning. I don't know what I did, maybe edited something, I'm not sure. And then the rest of the day I just took off, and it was so nice. Bobby was editing yesterday. I just literally, I watched TV. That is just it's so rare for me at the moment, like as in a weekend thing. In the evenings, obviously we put stuff on, but only for like an hour or so before we go to bed. It was a Saturday yesterday, and I watched TV and I watched a movie. I was like, I love this person. I need her back just to be able to like, you know, like just chill. So what did I watch? I watched The Vow. I've seen it before. It's quite an old movie, but I loved it. And it was just one of those days where I just felt like watching something like that. So that was really nice. And that's the one with Channing Tatum. Oh God, I don't know what his name is. You know who I mean. And I can't remember her name. Oh, I really like her. What's her name? Rachel Adams. Her. She's really cool. So them two in there, it's really such a nice movie. So they're married and they get in an accident. She loses her memory and she can't remember her husband. And he has to make her fall in love with him all over again. And it's actually based on inspired by a true story. How crazy is that? And they show the original couple at the end. You've got to watch it. You're going to love it. It is a great movie. So yeah, I watched that, and then I finished watching the new season of Selling Sunset, and that was great. It was a bit of a drab ending. I was just like, what? Oh my God. And Brie from Selling Sunset, after seeing her, I didn't know about her before, but after watching her on the Selling Sunset, I was like, I love this girl, right? So I went and found her on Instagram, and she was following me. And I was like, why is she following me? I was like, that is so weird. Is this a mistake? But I'm assuming like that happens a lot to me now, and I'm not trying to boast or anything, but it happens a lot to me. Like I will go to follow someone who's like huge, and then I'll be like, oh my God, they follow me. And this is where I don't think that I realize how well my beauty YouTube channel is doing, because I just assume it must be from that, because my biggest audience is in the US anyway. And yeah, I guess it must be from that. And that's crazy, right? But I'm literally like, I was sitting there starstruck. Like I DM'd her. I was like, I'm rooting for you on Selling Sunset. I was like, I haven't even finished watching it yet. And she DM'd me back, Brie. And I was like, I love you. So, it's crazy. The other person who follows me, who when I started following her, I was like, what? This one's crazy. Padma Lakshmi. Like literally, what? You follow me? I was just like, what on earth? Anyway, yeah. So those are the couple of them that I know of. Obviously, I've got people like Natalie Emmanuel, who's from Game of Thrones, and who else? What's she from? Fast and Furious? Yeah, because I did her makeup and she follows me. She's really lovely. And who else is there? I don't know who else there is. There's probably a few more, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. And anyway, yeah, so that was another highlight of the week. Brie from Selling. What is wrong with me, Selling Sunset? She's awesome. I love her. And yeah, I have had a chance to sit down and go through some emails, and I got an email from Sigma Beauty because, you know, my brush set is available now. Literally within days, we had already sold like 60%, I think, of it. It was crazy. It was crazy. So I don't know where we are right now, but if you haven't got your brush set yet, then make sure you head over and get yours. You're going to love it. It's literally every brush you need. And I have a full video on my beauty channel showing you how to use them. So yeah, I would really appreciate your support there because it's a big thing for me. It's a collaboration with a really like a big beauty brand. And yeah, the fact that they even thought that we should collaborate was amazing to me. So that was a nice accomplishment for me. And it makes it even more of an accomplishment when I know that you guys who follow me on my YouTube channel, or my beauty YouTube channel as well, like support me with things like this and you believe in me, because that makes me feel so happy, because everything I tell you is transparent and what I believe in. And to have you guys believe in me means the world to me. So that's my little kind of, you know, thank you guys. Okay, let me talk about the whole like weight loss thing, right? Like I don't want to be skinny. I don't want to be skinny. I don't like that look. For me, all I want to do is just like kind of lose some fat, mainly my stomach area, and I want to really tone up. And the way to do that is to lose the fat, obviously, you know, because we've all got a six pack, we've all got our muscles going on underneath, but you know, we need to build on that and also lose the fat so we can see it more as well, and then further build on it. I really want to that's what I want to do. I just want to get rid of my stomach. I want to tone up, become a bit more lean. Luke has been going about it in a very different way to what I thought he was going to go about it. Usually anytime I've spoken to a PT, and I've never had a PT before, by the way, I've only had someone like maybe online who has helped me with a bit of the gym stuff, but I didn't really think that really helped me. I think it really helps to have the person physically with you, which I really loved about him. He was like, okay, I need to know what you usually eat. Firstly, the fact that he said eat normal for a week at the beginning completely threw me off, because I was like, what is normal to me? I don't know what normal is, because I'm either eating super clean or I'm eating whatever, you know? What on earth is the in between? Because I don't think I have that. So I explained that to him and he said, just eat what you want to eat, you know? And that took a bit of time for me to figure out. It just goes to show how messed up my diet was, as much as I think it was clean when I wasn't, you know, with family over or traveling. It actually wasn't. It was pretty messed up because I just didn't have the greatest relationship with food. And then we went through that week, and then he was like, right, I'm going to put you on 1,800 calories. And I was like, okay, that's a lot higher than I thought I would have to be on. He was like, well, let's, I just want to try it for a week or so, and I want to see what happens, right? He wanted me to stay on that. I was on 1,800 calories for 2 weeks. And then he basically, at the end of the I was like staying the same. My weight was staying exactly the same. And I fully understand, before anyone says anything, I know that when you're going to the gym and you're working out or doing weights, you're going to gain muscle. So you may lose fat and gain muscle, and it could stay completely the same, your weight. So I fully get that. My weight was completely the same, right? Then on week 2, when I was still on the 1,800, that's when it started to slowly creep down. And I was like, what is going on? This is crazy that I'm on, for me, that was such high calories. And I was like, I'm actually losing weight here. This is really strange. And he was like, okay, well, that's good. You're losing weight. And he goes, now I want to up them. And I was like, what? I was like, what? What do you mean you want to up my calories? And he was like, I'm going to up them by 200 calories. We're going to get you to 2,000 calories a day, which is a recommended amount, I think, right? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Let's do it. So this is day 3 of of having 2,000 calories a day, and I'm still the same weight. It's crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I think when he figures out what my maintenance is, because it isn't necessarily the same for everyone, and these machines that you go on don't necessarily tell you, it's not accurate, you know? So I like how he's working, and he's kind of figuring me out at the moment. So he's not going all in. He was like, if you want to lose weight, we can do that now and we can fast track you. But he said, realistically, if you want to improve your relationship with food, have a better understanding of your body and have something where you're on this and this is your lifestyle and you can eat the things that you like as well, you know, and not completely cut stuff out, then this is, you know, it's a slow burn. It's a long game. So you need to stay with me. And I said, yeah, I do want that. That's what I want. I don't want to just lose weight and then in 4 or 5 months time, just put it back on again, which is usually what happens. So that's why I'm letting him do his thing. I'm going with what he's saying. I'm doing what he says. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. So I was initially at the beginning, before I even took Luke on, I was hoping I'd lose weight for this Greece trip. And I was like, okay, that's my first goal. But I realized after a couple of weeks of being with Luke that actually that's the wrong mindset, because that would be a great mindset to have later. But I have to go through this in order to get to a better place. I've kind of like let that go, you know, about like however I feel maybe I would have lost weight for Greece in a couple of weeks. I'm letting that go. I don't care. It's just a trip. I'm not a model. I'm not like on show or anything. Like, I'll just go and I'll be comfortable. But saying that, if I wasn't working out and I was just eating like this, I would feel worse. I would feel like, okay, I just feel fat. I just feel like, oh, I haven't like, do you know what I mean? But because I've been working out, I've been going to the gym 3 times a week. In between then, once or twice I've been doing a bike ride, so minimum once a week bike ride for an hour, or if I can twice a week for an hour on the days I'm not training. And I feel great. So even though my weight hasn't really gone down much, I feel better. And when you feel better, you actually approach it better anyway. Like the trip that's coming up, I don't feel as bad as I probably would have if I wasn't dieting at all. Yeah, that's my little thing there. Like, I'm sure a lot of you kind of like understand that and kind of get what it's like. So yesterday I just had a day of just chilling. I loved it. It was amazing. And today I have gone for my bike ride this morning, which I'm really glad I did. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be completely truthful. When it comes to my bike rides, because I'm not in a routine yet and because it hasn't become a habit yet, that when I wake up and I have to go for a bike ride, I get up thinking, do I really want to? Like, I struggle getting to go out. But then once I'm out and I'm riding in the park, I absolutely love it. You've seen it. I showed you this morning. The view is amazing. I have an amazing lake nearby and there's like ducks, there's flamingos. I'm just out there and I feel at peace and I feel like so happy and I love it. And then I'm like, I'm really glad I came out today, you know? Yeah, sometimes I feel like all you need is just that little push, you know? It's very easy to feel like I don't want to do this and I can't be bothered and I'm just like, I haven't got the energy. It's very easy to fall into that trap. Trust me, I have done it a million times myself. Even this morning, because I knew I had to go for a bike ride, I was almost fighting with myself. So in bed, I was just like, do I want to get up yet? And I put my snooze button on and I was like, the later it gets, the hotter it's going to be when I go out for my bike ride. And then I thought to myself, do you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm putting my alarm on snooze purely because I know I've got to go out for a bike ride. If I wasn't going out for a bike ride, I probably would have got up because at that point, I was going to be oversleeping. You sometimes are your own worst enemy when it comes to these things. And I had to really kind of let the better thoughts in my mind crush the procrastinating thoughts in my mind, if that makes sense. And I had to kind of like really kind of push that out and think, you know what, just get up, just do it. Just get the hard part done. And I knew at the back of my mind that once I'm out there, I'm going to love it. So I feel like that's like the start. If you know that by the end of doing it, you're going to feel great, then just get up and do it. It's really difficult. I get that. I know that sometimes it can be a real struggle, but you just feel so much better for it, you know? And that's just my little way of kind of like, if any of you guys feel that you are in that kind of state of mind where you're like, what? Like, I just don't even want to do anything. Like, that's just my little way of giving you a little nudge as a friend, you know? That's it. Today, I am basically going to be, what am I doing now? Oh, once I've done this, I'm going to edit this, upload this so that you guys can watch this tonight. This is on the day vlogging today, guys. After this, I'm just gonna do a bit of work, bit of editing, and I am then gonna chill again today. I am gonna take today off, well, most of today off, and it's exciting. I'm glad. I've had a Saturday and Sunday off. I just can't believe it. That never happens. I have also, just a quick note, I have seen some of your comments asking for things like, you know, how do I clean? How do I, you know, you want to see a typical day. Trust me, I have not had a typical day for a long time. I will get to that. I will do it. I haven't had one of those days where I have been cleaning or doing anything for a long time because it's just been so manic. It's only now which it's settled down a little bit more. I will get to that. I will do it. I'm really also excited about showing you Greece and you coming along for this girls' trip with us. After that, that's June, July. I don't think we've got any traveling. Amazing, no traveling. Me and Bobby are kind of in this state of mind at the moment where we're like, let's just avoid any traveling because we're just doing it too much, and I just don't feel settled at the moment. So this Greece trip is going to be great, but then after that, I just want to like not do anything. I think the next trip will be our anniversary trip. We've been married 10 years in August. That's amazing. I am going to go do some work and then I'm going to take the day off, guys. And I hope that no matter what mood you're in today when you're watching this, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how much you may struggle today, or hopefully you have a day where you're not struggling at all, but if you are, then I just want you to know that you can do it. You have to have some faith in yourself, and then you're going to smash it. You have to be your biggest supporter sometimes. Sometimes there are just not people around you to be able to do that. And that's fine, because you know what? You should be able to rely on yourself more than anyone else. So I hope you are having the greatest day. That didn't come out right. I don't know why the Greatest Showman popped in my head when I said that. And I was like, it just totally caught me off guard. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing day. I love you loads. I hope you smash it today.